מבושל, אני מבושל, מכין מגולגל, וטס לחלל. אני מבושל, אני מבושל, אני מבושל, אני מטוגן, אני מטורלל, אני מחושמל, אני מבושל, אני מבושל, מכין מגולגל, וטס לחלל, וטס לחלל, וטס לחלל, וטס לחלל.
walking home, I've seen so many people go. Learn to make it on my own. It's easier for me to be alone. So who are you? Keep cutting through, claiming you're not like the other guys. And only if I could give you a chance, show me that you mean it, we'll feel some type of way. like you're losing track. I know your heart bleeds. Don't lose your mind. Just let it be, let it be. Know you're dying inside. I know it gets harder. Days get longer. But close your eyes. It's gonna be alright. I know it gets harder. Days get longer. But close your eyes. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. I know it gets harder. Days get longer. Close your eyes. It's gonna be alright. I know it gets harder. Days get longer. But close your eyes. It's gonna be alright. Don't look back. Know you feel like you're losing track. I know your heart bleeds. Don't lose your mind. Just let it be, let it be. Know you're dying inside. I know it gets harder. Days get longer. Close your eyes. It's gonna be alright. I know it gets harder. Days get longer. But close your I know it gets harder. Days get longer. Close your eyes. It's gonna be alright. I know it gets harder. Days get longer. But close your eyes. It's gonna be alright. Close your But close your eyes. It's gonna be alright. Close your eyes. It's gonna be alright.
Hello and welcome into the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. Tonight we will be casting ECAC Halo, but also it's a hybrid award ceremony to acknowledge all of our wonderful players, most of which we have in arena, as well as some production and casting talent as well. Tonight, this is the ECAC Halo Grand Finals. It is against University of Kentucky. This is the map we've been waiting all season for. I'm your host, Colby D'Angelo Alloway, and joining me to call all of the action is Hayden Vagar Dalton. And before we get into that, I want to talk a little bit about Boise State's record the rest of the Halo season. So can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, Boise State's just had such a phenomenal job in all these seasons. Like right now, I believe in ECAC we've lost one map, let alone games. Like no games have been lost, one map. It's pretty insane. So going into this, we definitely have a lot to prove here, getting this last game done and just showing this all these teams in ECAC we mean business.
In theory, this should be the perfect night for a Boise State Awards ceremony because we are seed 1 in the ECAC Halo, but actually we have Valorant records as well because our Valorant team has also been super impressive with their map records in their tournament. And as you can see, we've won a lot more than we lost, and most of those wins are super dominant wins. Like, you're looking at it, and you're like, that's a lot of 2-0s.
Yeah, just a lot of 2-0s. We have about 2/3 of our games are victories here. Going into this, it looks like a bit of the ones we lose, too, we lose 1-2. So it's like, even if we did lose them, they were fairly close games. So just seeing that shows, like, how good these teams are.
And going up against, like, UNLV, UT Dallas, or SCAD, or things like that. And this is 90-22 in the overall for Valorant still. Doing an overall fantastic job. You can see a lot of these are even 2-0s, 3-0s. We just keep going depending on whether it's a best of 3 or a best of 5. Ultimately, a very impressive record overall.
Yeah, look at that. One map lost, or one game lost here against U Albany here with 0-2. And everything else, though, look at that. This is for Madden here with Boise we saw earlier. Look at all these, though. Like, all the ones that won, 2-0, 3-0. It's, like, not even close, so. Oh, wow. Look at that. 170-55 for Rocket League. Just the amount of games, that is kind of ridiculous. 225 games here.
Oh my gosh.
Win 170 of them.
And this is just in one year for Rocket League, right? So you see 55 losses and you're like, oh, but then you realize 235, excuse me, your games have 225. Math is hard. Vagar, pardon me. But you see just the massive amount of games played throughout the year. This is truly like astronomical and almost unfathomable. And you're looking at our Rocket League wins, and most of those are 2-0s and 3-0s as well. So it's not just the Boise State Halo team that has been rocking it all season.
Yeah, just seeing like all those different games being played and just seeing like the overwhelming amount of wins to losses here, like it's just astounding for all these teams, especially like, yeah, the Rocket League one, that's, 55 losses, but it's like 170 wins. That's literally like 3 times the wins you got compared to the losses. So it's like they're winning like 75% of their games, and that just shows how good all these teams are.
And we're going to bring it back to ECAC Halo. As you can see, we've only dropped one map the whole time, and that's not even a full loss. So walk us through some of the maps that Boise State will be looking to pick up tonight.
Yeah, we heard earlier, we ban Bazaar, they ban Streets. They've definitely done their homework here because they know Streets is our best map, and you're like, let's get that out of here right away. Luckily, they didn't ban Aquarius because I don't think we favor Bazaar and wouldn't be able to ban it otherwise. So just going
Hey everyone,
off of that,
all these cinematics are free to download. All you have to do is type in 0 when it asks you a price.
So as we're getting a tour of Aquarius here, this actually is one of Boise State's major maps. We're going to be getting right into it. We don't yet know first game mode, but you got to think this is looking pretty good for Boise State.
Yeah. Oh, looks like we have recharge. Maybe we're just going over the maps here. So, yeah, these are a few of the ones that we're going to have coming up. We got recharge, we'll have live fire, and we'll have Aquarius. I don't believe I'm forgetting any. After the 2 map bans, those are the 3 that'll be in the pool here. So we'll have, I feel like Boise State's very confident on live fire here especially. It seems like anytime we see them on there.
And Doc's keys to the game in Halo: control that high ground, rotate to power items, team target, and sweaty comms. And Doc's keys to the game are brought to us tonight by Drop-In Gaming. Drop-In Gaming is the premier online platform for gamers who seek competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you are new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop-In Gaming has the right games and competition for you. To begin your competitive gaming journey, sign up at dropingaming.com. So while we're talking about maps, let's add Doc's keys to the game in maps. We're assuming that Boise State is going to get to play Aquarius at some point tonight.
Yeah.
What's the best way Boise State can apply that to Aquarius?
I think the main thing is just having that communication. Aquarius is, I don't know if you can do Slayer on it, but I know it's the capture the flag map that is available in the pool. So those sweaty comms are so important for capture a flag, because it's definitely the most coordinated game mode. Like, you need to have everyone rotating properly. It's not just, you can rely on your aim as much. Looking like we're going to go right into recharge here, though. On Slayer? Yes. Got Calvin and Reality moving up. Already getting first blood here. And there goes another one for Reality, but he manages to get traded out here. Zeke brought their shields low, and then they just ran right into Reality there.
Boise State is still up in the kill feed by 2. So Kentucky could easily turn this around.
Order with the shock rifle here. Trying to pre-fire him. They're, ooh, nice.
Ooh.
Zeke and Reality moving up. Reality has that grappling hook, just getting right in their faces.
Boise State is covering a lot of map ground, but they're doing so together as that elimination is going to come out. They're rotating together.
Oh, yep, and then Zeke just picks up the double here on that flank. So that's that, like, coordination that we were talking about, where they just rotate very well.
They can see each other. They're not necessarily within 10 meters or so, but they can see each other through the sight lines, and that requires an incredible amount of coordination, and that's why Boise State has the 3 lead right now.
Calvin bringing one down there. Looking for more. Oh, he knows. I think a teammate called that out for him. Gets the back smack. Oh, teammates bring him low, and Calvin gets to secure the kill. Wow, you can't even see Calvin's health bar there.
It feels like Boise State has most of this map covered. They have eyes on most of it. We're looking for it, and all the members are easily rotating to help each other out as we kind of run around the high grounds, and we're kind of hunting Kentucky right now, because this lead has only grown greater as time goes by.
Yeah, it looks like Boise State's just trying to make sure they can't, like, reposition and regroup for like coordinated push of any sort. Ooh, looking for him with the shock rifle. Not gonna find it though. Only got 2 more shots on it, as it takes 3 shots per pull of the trigger. Ooh, they're low there. Shields
hiding.
Ow.
Looks like True
just
Mortar.
Gonna go for the headshot with that, even though they didn't need to. You got to show them that you can.
And now at this point, Boise State is almost double the amount that we're going in. And we just got such a big lead that we got kicked out of the game there, which, occasionally happens in Halo. So we're back to the in-game award ceremony and party that's happening, which is, I would say, about as interesting as the ECAC Halo Grandfinals. So Slayer, what can Boise State do to keep their lead?
They need to keep that momentum. We saw it during that they would just kind of focus down people and then not let them really coordinate and regroup to get those weapons and then go and push as a team. They would always just try and, it seems like Kentucky was always trying to take cover to hide and recharge our shields, and then 2 more members of Boise State are right there to go and pick up the kill. So Boise State's just been doing such a phenomenal job at map positioning and keeping the momentum on their side.
And if all you're doing is taking cover, it's really, really hard to win Slayer. And you even talked about it. You're like, I think somebody must have called that out for Calvin, because he just came up right behind him and got one elimination and then got the double elimination immediately after that. So what are the rotations that Boise State is doing?
They're probably using the ping system. I don't know if we can see that in the spectator, but
Yep.
they're marking the targets. They're telling them, like, you hear them shout out occasionally absolute, which means their shields are down and they're one hit. So, like, I think especially you'll just hear, there's probably, what it sounds like there is there's probably a lot of pinging sounds and a lot of screaming absolute, because they're just, especially Cal is just walking in there and just, like, cleaning house. Like, as they're all, like, super low, he's just like, okay, I'm charging in. Good luck, everyone. And then just bringing them all down.
What's the best way to make sure that you're always within seeing distance of your teammate? Because that's a hard thing to balance, making sure you can always see everybody and you're there to help.
Yeah, I think that just comes down to experience. Like,
That's fair.
especially playing together. Like, they know where their teammates like to, or yeah, they want to hang out in like good areas that they're in, but then also know where they need to be pushed up to get viable angles on Kentucky here at the same time. So they're like, always, it's kind of like they're flowing with the map, like in the respawns. So they know, like, the enemy's going to spawn in this zone, so let's move over, like, to the hallway. But then always have someone, like, watching that balcony to make sure they can't just stand on it and free fire down on their team.
Which is very important. You definitely want to deny free fire angles. That's like rule number one, especially in Slayer when it's such a kill-dominated game mode. We're still unable to get back into the Boise State Slayer matchup. We're expecting Boise State to have taken that just because they were almost double in the lead. So while we wait to get into our next map, tell me about Season 2, which is Lone Wolves.
Yeah, so Lone Wolves is coming, I think, on the 3rd. So it'll be the next season. It's going to have the new Battle Pass, as well as 2 new maps, which should be really exciting for competitive. One will be an arena map, so that'll be like for the competitive size environment. So we'll have a bigger map pool. It won't just be streets, live fire, and Aquarius every game, which that'll be a really good change of pace, as well as a big team battle map, which we probably won't see in the competitive environment, as none of them have been in it. As cool as it looks, it's got this giant, it's like a salvage yard, and it's got this giant, like, laser beam that shoots across the entire map that can destroy everything. So they've done such a good job with these 2 new maps. It'll be just a breath of fresh air for the game.
And outside of the competitive environment, what is Season 2 adding?
I don't think they've shown like a full patch note of it. What we're hoping is, like, as we've seen here, there's been some crashing and stuff, so there'll probably be some stability fixes, some matchmaking fixes. One of the outfits, the shoulder on it has been untextured since the launch of the game. That is getting fixed. All right.
And with that, we are going to go straight into a break, but don't go anywhere because we are still casting the ECAC.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
NationalGuard.com to begin your Guard adventure.
Hello and welcome back into the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena, where we are currently live casting our Hybrid Awards Ceremony and ECAC Halo Grand Finals. We did receive news that Boise State has won the first round against the University of Kentucky, which puts us in a great position to continue on going out. But this is an awards ceremony, so we can't neglect that part of it. And for this now, we have the Breakout Players of the Year by game. A breakout player is somebody that burst onto the scene doing amazing things. And considering Halo Infinite is brand new, all of our players can be considered for this award. And these are student awards. I'm your host, Colby D'Angelo Alloway, and joining me to call all of the action is Hayden Vagar Dalton. Is there anybody specifically for Halo that you'd like to highlight for the Breakout Player of the Year?
Ooh, that's a tough one, because like you said, they're all breakout players.
Yes!
So, oh, we got, I think we're just going right in.
Ooh,
so
that's
let's
lovely.
Find out. All right, the breakout player for Valorant.
I'm honestly not shocked about Mason W. Panda being the breakout player of the year in Valorant. Valorant was another new team. Alex Notkoba put this team together and did a wonderful job, and they just won their first title. So they've done an amazing job, and W. Panda is a Jet player, and so doing a phenomenal job on that duelist role at taking space and putting his team up 1, up 2 to succeed and win rounds.
Yeah, W. Panda, here we are with Halo. We got Mortar here.
We have Andrew Mortar, and this is, like you were talking about, all of our Halo players have been breakout players. I was talking to you a little bit before the cast about how, well, who would you highlight for a breakout player? Because they're all so good. You don't get a record of only losing a single map in the entire ECAC tournament by having just a single amazing player, and Mortar's doing a fantastic job. You can see some Boise State players in arena playing games, eating pizza the way it was always meant to be. And we do still have more Breakout Player of the Years in other games other than Halo. The Breakout Player of the Year in Overwatch is Matt Merck, which, honestly, not gonna lie, I voted for Matt Merck. I think they've done a phenomenal job. We just got them at semester, and they were a peak top 10 main tank, which is a lot to bring into an Overwatch team. That is, your main shot caller is typically your main tank, and Matt Merck on the ball is an absolute terror in Overwatch, and it's always a joy to watch.
Oh yeah, you gotta love the wrecking ball.
Oh yeah.
It's so satisfying.
And in Rocket League, it is Instinct, and I think that is very fitting. Instinct was our new player that came out, and we were talking about how they were Doc's hero. Nobody is more accurate. This is a player that has specifically been highlighted by Doc on cast for their accuracy in their shots in Rocket League. And we just got them. They're also new to the Rocket League, and they're adding a lot. And in production, Colin, CMJ, and this is because Colin is, again, very, very new to the Boise State thing, but they've done amazing things in their short time here. We have them back in production doing the big TD role, which is just kind of controlling the flow of the broadcast, but we've even seen them come out and do color casting for Rocket League, proving that they are an overall all-arounder and just amazing asset for Boise State production. And the breakout caster member of the year is Greg Old Soul Smith. We were talking about them actually before the cast. How both CMJ and Old Soul have come in and done all of these amazing things. And with that, we're going to get back to the ECAC Halo Grand Finals. Boise State versus University of Kentucky.
Yeah, it looks like we are actually going to Aquarius. I was not expecting us to jump right into that, but here we are. Looks like got Mortar here with the Heat Wave.
Our breakout player of the year, might I add, so we're expecting him to do great things. And with that elimination, there it is.
Gotta love the melee system in Halo Infinite. Sometimes they'll lock on from like a mile away, and other times you'll be right in their face and they'll miss.
And this does look like it is capture the flag. Last time we casted capture the flag, Boise State kind of rolled. It looks like this is significantly less of a roll.
Yeah, it looks like no one's gotten the flag yet. It's just been a very deadly fight in the middle of the map here. Just no one's able to get quite enough of a lead.
Feels like Slayer.
Guys, you still got to capture the flag here.
Right now, both of these teams are playing like it's Slayer, and neither one has. We've seen the flag get hands on it a couple of times, but it's not even close. So Boise State might need to clean up their rotations here, because last time we had great success going through the high ground, but this fight has mostly taken place on the low ground in mid.
Reality finding that Heat Wave again.
Oof.
Yeah. Oh, we managed to sneak the flag out of their base. Someone's in pursuit. See how far Mortar can get with this.
That's why Mortar is our breakout player. They're the first one with hands on flag, bringing it back to Boise State's base. They have not been able to capture just yet as we cut back to them running for their lives.
Ooh, unfortunately, they go down there. The flag is in the base, though. Looks like Kentucky will get our flag, but we...
Lots of people in the Boise State base right now.
Yeah, it looks like just holding on here. Looks like our flag will reset, but theirs reset as well. So gotta balance things out here.
So we are back at the stalemate that we were before Mortar took it and tried to see what he could do. And Mortar setting up. Calvin D is going to trade.
Both teams just both teams just kind of like stalling out here. They had some good pushes and then just kind of cleared each other out of here.
This still really feels like Slayer just because of the amount of kills that are coming out, and the flag has only been touched a handful of times.
Oh, nice. Looks like Calvin's going to be able to pick that one up, but Calvin gets traded out himself. It's been very, very back and forth. That's where like neither team's been able to make a solid push yet, is because you got to eliminate a few of them before you can grab the flag. And it's literally just been 1 for 1s,
trades,
2 for 2s.
Just like you were talking about trades, and obviously you can't capture the flag with a single member on your team alive, and that's mostly the position that both of these teams, Boise State and University of Kentucky, have been in.
Fortunately, the sidekick was not enough there.
Boise State has now just fallen back on defense, trying to see what shots they can get on the high ground. That flag carrier is going to get immediately taken out, but it looks like there are some other members kind of flanking around, seeing what they can do. Boise State might have a little bit of a rough time returning their flag.
Mortar brings one down. Reality brings down another, and that will be our flag returned again.
But not without a little effort. We saw Reality take out somebody on the high ground, and that very well could have been Reality getting eliminated there.
Yeah, it's just been so difficult for either team to get a foothold. Mortar's gonna be trying his luck in the side hallway here, but not finding anything. Sneaking into their base, though, may be able to grab the flag.
Sneaky's important. That's how Mortar got hands on flag before, but it looks like...
Wait, it looks like both teams are in each other's base right now.
Reverse capture the flag. The teams have been reversed.
Oh, what a well-timed grenade by Llamas there. Literally just popped right away. Ooh, looks like Reality will actually take him down and get the flag, though. That is huge.
Waiting to peek that corner, seeing what they can do, knowing they're walking into several members of the enemy team there. Can't quite be as aggressive as they want to because they're only a single person.
This is about as mirror as you can get. Both flags right in that hallway. Both teams bringing one person down. Calvin just got to get it a little further, and they just got that final stretch left.
And
just covering them.
Oh, no! No!
They actually, wow. I thought that was there. Okay, if they can reset the flag.
Hopefully Boise State can either get the flag capture or reset their own, because that was so close. And it feels like this is going to be a single flag capture map. I don't think either team's going to go to all 5. And it looks like Kentucky is capturing that.
both teams have the enemy's flag in their base.
Oh.
So they got to go have one person defend it, but make sure to not get theirs reset.
We're trying to find our way around here. Ooh, Reality's gonna get taken down. Calvin D has picked the flag back up, but is being very careful of the members of Kentucky, as he understandably should be. As we're going, this is now a battle on the high grounds. Both teams still have each other's flags, and they're trying to sneak around, but no, everybody's just trading. There is no ground being gained for either team.
Yeah, it looks like just it's a stalemate. Like, this is like those clutch situations where it's like all it takes is one mess up here, and then the other team gets that point, and then that just sets the momentum for the rest of the game.
It feels like the first team to get a flag capture is going to be the winner, just because this has been so back and forth. And Mortars, ooh, you can't even see their health bar, but they have the flag and they're going for it.
Yeah, it's such a hard take to get this too. You got to win. It only takes about one fight, but just the fact that you have to push into their base, they know that you can only approach from so many angles here, makes it so difficult. Oh, unfortunate.
You talked about it before. You need to win about 3 fights to capture an enemy's flag. First to get the flag, second in rotation, and third to get the final clap. And neither team has even really been able to cleanly win one fight.
Yeah, it's just been very much like each team kind of takes down enough members to stall the other team's push out. Ooh, that heat wave, though, is going to be problematic.
Zeke is going to get eliminated, and their partner is
Flag
no longer
did get
there.
reset.
Yikes. That was 2-on-2, went in the favor of Kentucky, something we're not really used to seeing. No! And that is first flag capture going to Kentucky. Not looking good.
Yeah, so it looks like Boise State will have to be the aggressors in this case to just tie things up.
If nothing changes, Kentucky wins this round.
Yeah. Boise State still has 4 minutes, though, so there's plenty of time to, at the very least, just get one flag, tie things up, and then we're back to where we started.
You got to think Kentucky's going to be on hard defense, though, because they know that as long as they defend, they have this game in the bag.
Yeah, Kentucky definitely is. If they can get a flag capture, you know, pad some stats for them and give them a little safety net here. But they, for all intents and purposes, just need to survive here.
And it looks like the members of Boise State are unable to do even that, as True Mortar is going to go down. It feels like Boise State's getting snuck up on a lot.
Reality actually picking that up. Unfortunately, 2 more members were able to go and take that back. Zeke
The
with a
duel
little help.
here in the side room.
Brings one down, goes down himself. Calvin on the offense here. Brings down.
Couple missed shots, but does end up with the kill.
They got him eventually.
That's
Looks
the
like
important part.
Mortar with the dynamo grenades here. See if we can get some good value out of them. Ooh,
That is one of the
unfortunately,
2.
Calvin goes down here. Ooh, but Mortar and Zeke, that's 3 members down on the side of Kentucky. This could be an opportunity to get that flag.
Some of those immediate respawns are happening, and the Mortar is making a mad
Unfortunately,
dash.
they weren't able to grab the flag that extra time, but they did get it off the high ground.
Which is advantageous to Boise State. You can
Ooh,
see
wow.
we're approaching the flag there.
That was
this
a
might be
triple
it
kill
for Boise State.
Calvin and the flag. That was huge.
Calvin
Got
D
2
is
with the
carrying
battle
right
rifle,
now.
1 with the grenade, and he looks like he's going to get the flag back.
Ooh, look at that, Calvin D tying up the game. I was concerned for those 2 minutes after Kentucky captured the flag, but Boise State's been able to do it, putting this bare minimum tie game.
Yeah, 1 more flag for either person, and that'll probably decide it. With only 2 minutes left and the pace that both teams have been going at, 2 minutes is probably the time it's going to take for a flag, if that.
I think 2 minutes is actually a little short, so some of these teams are going to have to adjust their play styles, because the first flag took 4 minutes for Kentucky to capture.
We just need a.
Ooh,
this could be
that's
really
big.
good. They got the flank.
This could be second flag within.
Okay, that was 3
minute and 30
members
seconds.
down. for Kentucky here. Looks like we got Reality coming in with the sidekick. Gets the flag. That slide to keep the momentum on the toss. Looks like they're still alive.
No!
They just go down, but they made it to the halfway point. With Mortar with the active camo, this could be really...
Ooh! Mortar's doing it! This is what we're looking for! Mortar, no, is unable to pick up the flag even with the active camo and the eliminations. Can anybody... No, nobody on Boise State can stop that flag reset.
Yeah, a valiant effort, though.
Valiant efforts! Yeah.
Oh,
it's a trade there.
1 for 1.
Which isn't going to help you get the flag.
No, but better than not getting the trade at the very least.
That's true.
Ooh, unfortunately, Zeke gets hit on the flank. Let's see. Mortar does know they're there.
Just
some
a matter
shots on them. Not able to pop their shields, though.
Just a matter of hitting more shots than the enemy.
Ooh, unfortunately, Calvin didn't do quite enough on the melee.
Boise State is looking for it. We've got several angles into their base, but we just keep getting eliminated.
20 seconds left. If no one picks up a flag here, it just sends it straight into overtime instead of sudden death here. So I think that's what both teams are kind of banking on.
Yikes. It does feel like their play has slowed down. We're looking for the overtime. I think both teams think they can take it.
Oh, it's gonna be sudden death.
Somebody stop them.
Someone needs to stop that flag.
Looks like Reality's trying on the corner, but they're so weak, they might not be able to do it.
That might be game.
Kentucky still has the flag. Boise State hasn't been able to stop it, and that is round 2 going over to University of Kentucky.
Yeah, wow. What a game. I think that was the biggest, or the toughest game we've had this entire season.
And we were expecting that. I mean, in the Grandfinals, the first seed team, which is Boise State, going against the 3rd seed team, we were expecting a game. Boise State felt good picking up round 1. University of Kentucky picked up round 2, showing they are absolutely not someone to be underestimated. But, you know, I think Boise State can turn it back.
Yeah, I think so. That was a very close game, even, like, it was literally tied for most of the game. There was the one flag they got. We almost got it, like, 2 or 3 times. We finally got that 1 point, and then just at the very end, they just kind of made, like, one last, it's either this or overtime point. Yep. Got lucky with it.
They went running from the high ground, grasped the flag, and then brought it in, and Boise State, several of their members were ran through and just immediately eliminated. And before we get into our next map, we are going to go ahead and throw to a break, but stick around.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
Hello and welcome back into the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. As you can see, it's a full house tonight. That is for our awards ceremony and ECAC Halo Grand Finals. So far, we won Slayer, but we ended up losing Capture the Flag just barely. Boise State is looking to try to turn it around on Recharge Strongholds, and we're told by the coach that Recharge is our strongest map. So hopefully action is Hayden Vagar Dalton.
Yeah.
But before we get back into our Halo matchup, we do have some student awards for clutch player. Now, what is a clutch player? A clutch player is when everything goes south and plan A, B, and C have failed. This is the person you can rely on to get the team kill, 1v6 in Overwatch or 1v5 in Valorant. And in Halo, that is Andrew Mortar. And we did see quite a bit of Mortar clutching last Halo match. We saw them especially, they had most hands on the flag. It ended up being Calvin D that got Boise State's one flag capture, but Boise State, Mortar did the most. And then our clutch player performer of the year for Valorant is Luke Dreammaker. And we expected that. Dreammaker was definitely somebody that comes out and makes a lot of these big plays. They are an incredible mechanically skilled player. You can see them there in the arena. We're all super excited for Dreammaker in Valorant. And casting them is always a joy because they have the biggest flanks. And the clutch performer of the year in production is Dallin Dallamino. And he's back there, but I hope he's celebrating. There he is. Because let me tell you, he is always here. This place doesn't run without Dallin. It doesn't run without Doc, and it doesn't run without Koba. And clutch performer of the year in Rocket League is Kyle Instinct. And this is, again, one of our new players. They're sweeping it right now. They got breakout, they got clutch. And that is based off of their amazing mechanical ability and the ability to just land these shots more accurately than anybody Boise State has seen. And in Overwatch, it will be Brian Plato. You can hear everybody celebrating in the back. Plato actually filled the main tank role for a while and was really notable for his Reinhardt aggression, but we've got him back on DPS, and that is his main, and he does a fantastic job. When everything goes south, you can expect Plato to win the 1v6 in Overwatch as the clutch performer of the year.
Yep,
And
there they are.
There they are. We finally get the camera. We get to see them. We get to acknowledge the amazing player that is Plato. They're always a joy to cast, especially on those DPS flanks, doing a phenomenal job, getting a little bit of congratulations from teammates, which is something we always love to see. But now, back to what we would love to see in our ECAC Halo Grand Finals. We would really like Boise State to win this map.
Yeah, going right into it. Got strongholds here. See some early aggression, just shooting out those plasma grenades right away, denying the enemy them. Ooh. Surprise jump out of nowhere. Looking for him. Oh, they have the active camo. Oh, they see the trash bag moving.
They did find him there. Mortar is looking around for a little bit of our breakout and clutch player, as they will get that elimination.
Mortar got the plasma pistol here. See if they can get the noob combo going here.
It is Zeke that is on the point, however, half HP, seeing what they can do.
Yeah, gotta get this point captured. They got A and B, so they are gaining those points.
Much faster than Kentucky was, as we are now double their score and still climbing because we still have A and B captured.
Zeke with the Mangler here.
Boise State, Recharge is one of their best maps, and so far we are seeing it. 19-20 and still climbing, and Kentucky hasn't been able to touch A or B yet. Right as I say that, they get members onto B, and Boise State has now got it. No, it looks like B is just an all-out battleground. It's flipped, and it's going to flip right back in the favor of Boise State. A small hiccup.
I had to remind them that it was our stronghold.
We did.
Looks like, yeah, we still have a majority. That looks like the call is they're pushing A. Gonna see, oh, Calvin actually got stuck there by a plasma grenade.
Not good. That is Boise State down 2 of their key members, Calvin D and Zeke.
Reality almost got a perfect there on that second burst.
It looks like Boise State will maintain control of A
Calvin with the double here.
off the back of some clutch plays by Reality and Calvin.
Change his name to Calvin A because that's his site.
Because that's his site. Absolutely Calvin A, but he's Calvin B when he's on point B just because he's going to eliminate everybody. Zeke goes down. That puts Boise State on the defensive. You can see some of our members rotating back to points A and B to hopefully hold on strongholds, but eliminations come out, and now Boise State is up 2.
No problem.
No problem for Reality, at least, even as they get taken out.
And then they actually take that shock rifle right back.
Yikes. And now Kentucky has managed to cap the point, but Boise State is 75-8. So we have a lot of wiggle room to take point B back.
Yeah, it looks like even if you're contesting the point, the points don't go up. So as long as we just have someone trying to take A or B or C back, we can actually halt them getting points. Looks like they're doing a really really good job at just kind of like controlling the battlefield right now.
There we go.
Reality gets the pick, unfortunately goes down right after.
And it looks like Calvin D is seeing what he can do. Calvin B, maybe gonna cap point B, it looks like.
And we're taking point C as well.
Ooh, Boise State wants it all, but it looks like Kentucky's looking to punish. They're trying to take A away from us here.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they take A right back, but we just kind of swapped, you know?
We still have 2 points, you know, we just,
trade
we move
deal.
around.
Take point C for point A. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, they have the mangler, and unfortunately, weren't able to pull that energy sword out in time.
But,
Looks
you
like
know,
they're trying to pick it up. It's interesting, no one's really prioritizing that energy sword until now. It's been sitting there since the beginning of the game. That's the first time we saw anyone pick it up.
feels like everybody's got bigger problems as repeated trades are coming out from both teams. And both points A and B are contested. Boise State needs to get somebody on B. That is 2 points for Kentucky.
Yeah, unfortunately, weren't able to find anything there. That mangler is just putting in the work here.
Calvin D unable to land the final shots there, and the Hail Mary grenade didn't end up
Except
working
the
for them.
needler.
So now 52 and climbing, but Boise State still has double that. So
Unfortunate grenade there, but Calvin will get the trade here. Looks like, yeah, Boise State just needs to commit to a push here. Either, like I said, as long as you're contesting it, the points don't go up. So even just fighting for a point is going to halt Kentucky's gain.
Boise State's definitely fighting for it. That solo member dropping onto the low ground gets the elimination onto Calvin D. Maybe it would have been better to stay on the high ground instead of chasing there.
Mortar, unfortunately, goes down to 2 of them.
That is Boise State. You got to think that's probably the end of the push on point A. They're going to have to regroup, reset.
Unfortunately, Zeke goes down there.
They do have somebody on A, so Kentucky is no longer gaining points. Actually, Calvin's just going to take it.
He just walked right in there. He's like, thank you guys very much.
Can't walk right out, though.
No, they're going to take it right back, but they committed enough people to A that we were able to walk into B and at least contest it.
93 and climbing. Boise State really needs to get some members on this point or we're going to lose our lead. The time to push is now. Calvin D's weak.
Unfortunately, that grenade just knocks their shields right back down. Picking up the disruptor here.
That's pretty good. This is what we're looking for. Boise State needs to take it back now as their lead has officially been taken by Kentucky. Kentucky is in the lead here. And Boise State has a good approach onto this point. Slightly less good now that Zeke is down. But if Reality can pick this up, Boise State has a push. They're going to get it.
Nice. Got the disruptor. Unfortunately, goes down right after, though.
Low ground, high ground battle here. Calvin D's trying to take that point A.
Oh, does
Loses
not
the
get
duel.
stick. Almost. Looks like, I mean, we're holding on to C here, so they're not completely decimating us. Very good control on Kentucky's side to not try and push for C. You'll see a lot of teams try and take all 3 points and then end up just like falling apart.
I almost wish they would, because a fall apart would really help Boise State right now, even as we're on B contesting.
Getting some kills here, though. We're picking up.
Oh?
They're contesting.
Boise State is actually
get
up.
this elimination. Unfortunately, we cannot find it. Oh, Mortar, Zeke picks it up.
And now, this is maybe point flip for Boise State. We need those members to stay alive. They will be unable to do so.
Those grenades have just been so oppressive.
Especially for Kentucky. Nade spam has really been hurting Boise State on that point B there. But we are contesting A. No longer.
Attempting it. So many different angles are being just covered by Kentucky. It's really hard for them to kind of make any sort of advance.
Strongholds is definitely a game mode Kentucky is doing a phenomenal job at, as now they are closing in on victory more and more by the second, and Boise State still doesn't have a good in. Actually, right as I say that.
Here.
But
we
need to cap
possibly take A. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, unfortunately they get stuck.
No.
We do take B though, and we're gonna with Boise State here.
Now Boise State is the one scoring. We still have a little bit of a lead to catch back up to Kentucky here. But with points A and B, Boise State is firmly holding A. B's a little bit more of a struggle here as members of Kentucky get on.
Ooh, Mortar actually survived that. Look, you can't even see the health bar there.
That's our breakout and clutch player there, being exactly what we need, but they've still managed to take B.
Calvin's gonna trade right back, but they are on A site. Getting B back, but
immediately losing A.
Yeah. Manages to pick that up. Unfortunately, Mortar goes down right after, though. We got another A push from the looks of it. Looks like pushing in with 3 members of Boise State. Really good nade on Reality's part. Gonna start capping that. Grenade just made him back out of there. Wait for their shields to recharge.
And that's exactly in that shield recharge time. Reality was able to take A.
Looks like...
See a lot of pings in the chat there.
Yeah, everyone's just trying to make these call-outs, get these overlapping fields of fire. Got Mortar.
Ooh, Zeke's going to get that elimination.
Reality, unfortunately, goes down. Mortar with the shock rifle here. Ooh. Make him think twice about running across that field, but it looks like they're gonna... Calvin actually holds on to A.
Just barely. Calvin A, as long as he's defending point A, that's what he'll be to us. Gonna try to get that snipe on Catwalk there. Slides out of it. Gets the elimination on the Mortar. Calvin knows they're coming, though.
Ooh, uses the repulsor to just disengage there. Very smart usage of the utility. Unfortunately,
gets caught out by another one.
Reality picks one up. Looks like
no! They had all 3 very briefly there.
Gets the stick. Unfortunately, goes down right after. Boise State needs to pick up one of these points, or at the very least contest it.
No, they will be unable to do so as some of their members go down.
B. Unfortunately, goes down there. Picks up B. All right.
Good. That's Boise State flipping. Boise State just needs to play purely the defensive game. That is all they have the members and the time to do. Mortar now. No. Our clutch player is unable to clutch it out.
Reality
Boise State.
1 for 1. Zeke picks up 1.
Good.
Calvin looking around, not going to find anyone, but is going to find point A.
I think Boise State's being a little bit greedy here, especially as Calvin goes down. We can't afford to lose members like that, pushing point when we already have 2. We gave up B for that, and we don't have the points to give up B.
Yeah, that Mangler on A is just so oppressive here, making it very difficult to push this site. Looks like, oh, and as I
Calvin
say that,
D is going to do it yet again.
We'll
I mean,
take the Mangler this time, though. Almost gets the double with the Mangler. Someone needs to sit on this point. Okay, managed to get it about as close as we can cut it. We get the double kill, too, between Mortar and Reality here. Just got to hold on for a second longer.
It's a nail-biter of a game. I need you guys to stop pushing A.
Reality, both
gets it
shields,
though.
gets the kill. That was huge. Gonna hold all 3 strongholds.
Oh no! This is almost a recipe for disaster, even as the points rack up for Boise State here. This is such a high-risk play, and Boise State is down several members, and it looks like we're going to lose B, C, and almost A at the same time.
Oh.
Boise State got too aggressive, and we might lose this because of that.
Yeah. Oh,
Yep.
So close.
We were talking about it. You can't push point A. You got to defend B and C, but it still happened. That is Boise State. We can still take it out.
Yeah, it was a smart play because they needed to catch up.
Yep.
But it's also risky when you're spreading your team out too much.
You're
So,
relying on
yeah.
clutching and winning the 1v1s, which unfortunately we weren't able to do. But we just kind of GG go next. This is a best of 7.
Yeah. They almost brought it back too because with all 3 of those points, they really closed that point gap at the very end.
And next matchup, Boise State's looking to take it back, but right after this break.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
Hello and welcome back into the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena for our hybrid awards ceremony and also ECAC Halo, the Grandfinals. Boise State did end up just losing on Recharge Strongholds, but just barely, and so we firmly believe they can bring it back on Recharge Oddball. Same map, different game mode, and Recharge is one of Boise State's best maps, so things are looking pretty good. I'm your host, Colby D'Angelo Alloway, and here to help me call all of the Halo action is Hayden Vagar Dalton. But before we get into our very exciting nail-biting Halo match, we do have above-the-line player awards. And an above-the-line player is somebody that takes it beyond the game. This is your attitude, your leadership, the way you're able to reset and just be an asset. And for production, that is Joan Glovely. We call her the goddess of observing because she just does such a wonderful job in all of the games that she observes and getting those angles that other observers sometimes have a rough time, and we could not run without Glovely. And in Overwatch, that is Kellen Kell. They've really stepped up as a leader for the Overwatch team. You can hear them celebrating in the background as Kell gets clapped on the back. Their mechanical skill on Diva is almost unmatched, but what we're highlighting for them right now is above-the-line player leadership, leading their team to victory and getting those call-outs. And in Rocket League, that is Gabriel Gill. Gill is always there with the save in Rocket League. That is the biggest thing that they have done, and they've been with Boise State for a long time, and we expect to see some of that amazing play from them as well. And there they are. We love it when we get to celebrate the players in the arena. Super excited. Thank you for all of your saves in Rocket League. And above the line player in Valorant is Calvin D. This is somebody that also plays on our Halo team. And they do a lot behind the scenes as an in-game leader. We see them on stage right now. There they are. We love to see it. That is Calvin D, an amazing player in Valorant for what they're being highlighted for, but also in Halo. But above the line in Halo, that is going to be Zeke as our above-the-line player, who's also in arena right now playing in the ECAC Halo Grandfinals. These are the players that are looking to take it home tonight and give Boise State the victory for the awards ceremony, and we believe they can do it because they've got players like Calvin D and Zeke, two of our above-the-line players on this team right now.
Yeah, sending it right into the game, too. It's like, ooh, Calvin almost actually gets one there. Zeke manages to pick up the trade. Mortar gets one. No one's touched the Diablo. Right as I say that, of course.
Right as you Caster's curse.
Gets the overcharge shot and the plasma pistol. From that range, that was pretty good. The tracking on it is not very generous and infinite. Oh. Manages to actually, even though they died, they managed to get the ball way out of there just from the grenade blast force on it.
And now, the big thing is Kentucky's no longer getting oddball points because they have to win this fight to essentially go down a player holding the oddball. And with this many trades, neither team has been able to take the oddball.
Yeah, it looks like it's just kind of saying here, we got, it looks like Kentucky's going to try and grab it. They go, Calvin manages to take him down. Zeke trying to get an angle on one of them. Not able to find it. Grenades everywhere. Just absolute chaos. Looks like oddball is being put up in this hallway.
Ooh, sneaky.
Reality manages to pick him up. Gets the oddball, tosses it down, gets it kind of out of there. Like Boise State's probably going to start moving it toward that water's edge so they can toss it off the map. No, it looks like they're just going to kind of stay up there and have Mortar kind of provide Overwatch fire here.
From the high ground down, Boise State is trying to win this fight, and we do have a 10-point lead even as Kentucky starts closing that gap.
Calvin pops their shields, not going to be able to find him though. Calvin moving up here. We got the oddball just kind of sitting in the hallway. This is going to be kind of a tough take. The energy sword is...
That makes it easier.
It's just kind of being left alone, but in a situation like this, the energy sword can be an absolute monster in trying to take
quarters.
Yeah, just have someone stay up there with the energy sword and someone with the oddball, and as long as you don't get naded out, like it's very difficult to push.
But nade spam has been a huge thing that Kentucky has been taking advantage of against Boise State. So maybe putting themselves in a vulnerable nade spam position would actually be detrimental to them, even as we have to drop the oddball to win the fight, understandably so, but with too many trades coming out, Boise State will be unable to pick it back up.
Zeke goes down in that short cross, just showing how well that Kentucky is kind of like overlapping their angles. Ooh, unfortunately doesn't get the stick.
And we usually talk about how Boise State does a phenomenal job overlapping angles because they do. But Kentucky also has that, and Boise State has had a time trying to adjust to that.
Looks like will Mortar be able to go and avenge them here? Looks like it's backing up, letting their shields recharge. Kentucky drops the oddball. Zeke gets one. Zeke goes down though.
Calvin D's coming
gets
out.
two.
There we go. Somebody has the ball. It's Calvin D with that oddball. Exactly what Boise State needs to take this and maybe close up the gap and even take the lead in oddball on recharge.
Yeah, very back and forth so far.
Yeah.
Both teams, like, they're just taking the ball like all around the map, just slowly. Just each team's like, no, we're bringing it this way, and then just kind of inching back and forth. Ooh. Reality or Mortar with that shock rifle hit.
Mortar comes in and saves Reality's life there with the shock rifle, and that's an amazing angle to have to defend all of your teammates. Boise State still hasn't dropped this oddball.
Wow.
Mortar's popping off.
He shot the grenades with his battle rifle to get the kill.
And that was our breakout and clutch player, so we expect nothing less. Boise State has now doubled the score of Kentucky in a short amount of time, and
Looks
might
like
just win this.
The big push for Kentucky here. Oh,
that's a
all three
big
of their shields
push.
get popped. And just like that, they all
Boise
go
State's
down.
defending! There it is! That's what we were looking for. Things were looking a little scary when Kentucky got that double elimination, but Boise State manages to hold. And with 6 seconds left, Kentucky doesn't have a push. They don't have a way to stop this.
There's round one.
Woo!
Wow, that all three of them pushed in, and that grenade just took out all three of their shields there.
Oh yeah, huge grenade, and actually that's something Boise State has been struggling with, so it's really nice to see them turn that around and make Kentucky eat that grenade.
Yeah. Oh, this was such a close fight right here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Looks like going right back into the action.
Boise State has 1 round though, and Boise State needs to take this to tie with Kentucky in terms of rounds, and then next map would be the determining one.
Reality with the
Nice. That's what we're looking for, Reality.
Reality has the active camo, so they're
Sneaky,
definitely
sneaky.
have the advantage in this situation. Unfortunately, they go down here. Looks
That
like,
is first ball to Kentucky.
Mortar goes down as well. Kentucky's bringing the ball to the hallways here. Gonna just try and hold those close angles. Interesting seeing none of the teams prioritizing the energy sword. Like I get like people's aim gonna be a bit better here, but when it's in the hallway, it seems like such a good idea to just bring that into there.
Bring the melee weapon in the hallway, yeah. That's big. Boise State has managed to take out the ball carrier and pick the ball up themselves. That is the oddball for Boise State, but they have quite the lead
Reality brings
to catch
them
up to.
down. Looks like they kind of know the general area based on where their teammates went down. So they're going to start moving the ball here. Just kind of holding on to it as long as possible, and then probably going to ditch it when they need to really send it out.
Some nade spam coming out from Kentucky.
Ooh,
Calvin is
gets the kill.
undeterred. Oh,
double.
Calvin's popping off in that corner, but the ball was dropped to get that amazing play, and it looks like it's going to be picked back up for Boise State off the back of Calvin D.
Yeah, that's one of those situations where it's just like, okay, there's 2 of them coming. I'm going to toss the ball off and just give it my best shot. And Calvin just takes them both out.
Yeah!
Oh, nice.
We always love to see
Throwing the oddball across that gap. Trying to hold on for as long as possible here.
Feels like Boise State has really found their footing
Ooh,
as we
Zeke
double
with the
our
sneaky
lead.
flank. Unfortunately, goes down though. Calvin trying to hold here. Had to drop the oddball, but might be able to go in. Nope, unfortunately not able to get the angle. Delays them from holding the oddball for a couple more seconds though.
As we go in
Reality
here.
brings down 1. They have to drop the
Big.
oddball just to defend. Ooh, really nice nade.
Yikes. Kentucky's been on point with those nades tonight. Calvin D is going to get that elimination, but it's not going to give Boise State the opportunity that they need to pick that oddball back up.
Yeah, kind of having to back up here, let Boise State regroup here, and then try and get a couple picks, and then maybe they can manages to get the kill, the elimination there.
in that hallway, like we were talking about. Very difficult to do. Now it's all up to reality as the last remaining member.
In that time, we actually got the oddball, though. So
Distracted fighting in the hallway.
Gets the stick.
Gets the elimination as a reward for a stick well done. Boise State has dropped the ball just to win the fight, and then assuming we'll pick it back up, and that is 54 and climbing for Boise State.
Yeah, this is a really good position to keep that ball, so you can just ditch it when you need to. Unfortunately, they may not be able to. Having a hard time just holding on to this. Oh, yes!
Yes!
Uses the repulsor, knocks him off the ledge.
You know what? Style points. Even as you go down, style points. That's what we're looking for.
The oddball being reset here is going to make it a tough take for both teams. They know someone's up there. Calvin actually gets the oddball. Reality with the cross-the-map snipe.
Couple of cross-map snipes, just as we were talking about them before. And actually, I'm having flashbacks to the beginning of the game because we got the oddball in the first place off the back of several amazing shots by Reality.
Unfortunately, the getting shot, the D-scope, I think that changed the sensitivity too much there, and they overcorrected. 61 seconds. Mortar with the active camo here, though. Maybe
which could be huge for Boise State. Well, I mean, they got at least one elimination there.
Yeah, no one's currently holding the oddball here. Gets one
Yikes.
kill with the disruptor, actually, of all weapons. Calvin moving in. They're just kind of like feeling around. It looks like the ball actually got reset. Looks like Kentucky is like, yeah, let's get that reset. Try and probably get into hallways where they seem to like to hold the oddball.
Ooh, and it looks like Zeke is scouting him out in that long hallway there.
They managed to get one.
Lots of trades coming out. Neither team will be able to pick back up the oddball. No, right as I say that, Kentucky's going to pick it up and gain some points. They will immediately have to drop it.
Yeah,
they're a little bit on the run.
Hallway. This is where Kentucky definitely favors holding the oddball here. Ooh, manages to get the pick here. That's big. Gives them a little bit of an opening here.
Calvin D's nade spamming into the hallway. Knows that they're there. Is going to...
Unfortunately not able to get that second elimination.
But sets the rest of his team up for success and to take the oddball.
The triple kill, actually. Unfortunately goes down to the grenades. Gets a couple more points and gets it further away. Losing that shock rifle might be detrimental here.
Especially because Reality's been so oppressive on it, especially in that catwalk. But Boise State hasn't really had the opportunity. Calvin's getting that huge double kill. Boise State might be able to pick this up. The push is there. The push is made. Boise State just needs to keep getting those eliminations.
No, Calvin's around there, but they don't know where Calvin is.
There's Calvin. Hopefully getting the elimination on you.
Calvin goes down, though. Zeke with a perfect there on the battle rate.
I think now would be the time for Boise State to start getting some points.
There's the call to grab the oddball for defense here. Getting it up in this balcony area. Looks like they don't have the best field of fire, but they actually get an elimination right off the bat. Ooh, they have the Mangler on Mortar here, so that could be very deadly to have to deal with. Looks like no one's able to actually pick up the oddball, though.
They got to win the fight first. Boise State
one.
doing it. That's
There's
good.
two with that grenade, actually.
Boise State has maybe earned the right to pick this oddball back up. 82 and still climbing. Nope, we're going to have to drop it. Got to win the fight. Just moving it into a slightly more favorable position.
Ooh, grenade
the
out of
nade.
nowhere.
I need Kentucky to stop with the grenades here for Boise State. Mangler in the room, though, unable to get the elimination so far.
Gets the trade, but...
Sometimes it's all you can do when you're 1v2.
Misses the first shock rifle shot. Ooh, gets to the third, though, against the guy just tries to surprise him.
Ball is taken immediately.
Is it gonna fall off the balcony?
Oh! We heard the call come out. We got it, and just barely gets sniped from off that balcony.
Mortar gets the first one here. Oddball still up there. Boise State Needs
There
to,
it is. Not up there anymore.
Gets the double here, just sweeping through their team. They managed to get the ball down to the center of the map, though, so it might be a tough situation for Boise State to reclaim it.
I think Boise State has done much better in these open engagements here, mostly because of reality, and
Nice,
looks like
and they
we're
pick it
gonna
up.
get it. That is Boise State taking it 2-0.
There
But
they are.
that 2-0
celebrating.
is a little deceptive because that was pretty close. And Boise State is now tied. Boise State has won 2 rounds, and University of Kentucky has won 2 rounds. So before we get into our next round of this ECAC Halo Grand Finals, we're going to go to a break.
Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Welcome back into the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. You are still watching our live coverage of the ECAC Halo Grand Finals versus University of Kentucky. Both of these teams are 2-2, and they will need to get 4 to win this best of 7. So either team is halfway there. This next map is incredibly important. But this is also an award ceremony for Boise State University. And our next award that we will be giving out is the MVP award, the big one. I am still your host, Colby D'Angelo Alloway, and joining me to call all of the action is Hayden Vagar Dalton, and we're going to get right into the MVP. That is Miles Cosmo Buster for Rocket League. He's been with us for years in Rocket League, and he's been a phenomenal player and a force to be reckoned with on all of our Rocket League titles since the minute he came to Boise State. And honestly, the MVP is somebody that all the players, this is voted on by players and coaches and casters and production of Rocket League, and it's somebody that everybody trusts. It's somebody that can come in with the mechanical ability to clutch. The MVP, the most valued player, is really the culmination of all the awards we've seen tonight, and it's actually going to be for broadcast. Hayden Vagar Dalton! That Here you are carrying all of production on your back with the casting, with the constant TD. We could not do the Boise State broadcast without you.
Oh, man. I was not expecting that.
And now you're on desk to accept your own MVP award. And the MVP is the big award that we have here. And for Overwatch, it's Plato yet again, a player that everybody can trust that will lead his team to victory. And he was also the clutch player for Overwatch. And clutch is a part of MVP, but Plato also has the rest of it going for him as well. You can see their team celebrating. And in Valorant, it is still Dreammaker, our clutch player for MVP. Dreammaker has been a phenomenal leader for Boise State Valorant and a phenomenal player. Dreammaker is always there to like help everybody feel better about their strategies and to bring the team together to the W, because our Valorant team had a massive win streak. And Dreammaker, that is off the back of him. In Halo, it is reality. And I think we saw our best example of that last map in Oddball. Reality, with the shotgun, with the shock weapon, doing a fantastic job. You see them on stage. They're doing a fantastic job in Halo. We really hope that Reality's the MVP can bring us this win tonight in our ECAC Halo versus the University of Kentucky.
Wow. We're not 2 seconds in, and we've already got the sniper rifle.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Okay, guys need to slow things down a notch. Everything's just happening all at once. Zeke with some kills. Looks like we're back on Slayer live fire. Mortar picking up the Mangler.
And Boise State, one of the rounds we did win was Slayer, so hopefully this is in our favor.
Calvin with the double. Gets the back smack on him here. Looking for a triple here. Picks up the heat wave and, oh, drops the heat wave for the Mangler. I think, yeah, a little redundant to have both them.
Looking a little bit for some close quarters combat there, though, Calvin is, and Boise State has the
Pops the
2-kill
shields.
victory. 3 kills now.
Mortar picks up the kill. That's smart on Zeke. He knew that the rest of them were around, and he probably would run into 3 of them if he kept chasing. Ooh.
Ooh!
Walking right in.
And Boise State's going to run into 3 and eliminate all of them right here. Or not quite get the 3rd.
Looking for it, certainly.
Looking for it. They almost had it, but no, that member of Kentucky just peeked
there
it.
they were. They were just hiding in that corner. Gets the surprise kill on Calvin, and all the grenades going down mid. Everyone just like, take your grenades, throw them down mid, we'll get something.
Nade spam is a big thing in Halo Infinite and doesn't always feel the best to get eliminated by here. Boise State is still in the lead, 13-9.
Ooh, pops the shields. Unfortunately, not able to get the kill, though. Zeke gets some shots on him, not enough. Oh,
Gonna try to get the flank to help Calvin D. Is unable to do so, but gets the revenge kill. And then the trade in Boise State is in the lead. Trades are advantageous to us.
yeah, both teams are playing that really well. It's like right when someone needs help, like there's always like a member or 2 around to make sure that they have someone. Made both these teams like make sure they have to think twice before chasing someone down. Reality just hugging this edge for dear life. Calvin with the overshields. Name something more scary in Halo. Calvin just charging right in. Of course he can. He's got extra health.
Not quite. Can't quite charge into 3.
The three's a little much. Sniper rifle coming up in 20 seconds. They want to be aware of that and make sure to catch it before it spawns.
And hopefully get it in the hands of Reality.
Ooh, heat wave was not enough for them there.
Boise State's still in the lead, 21-19, 23-19 actually, as the trades come out from both teams. And again, Boise State still has the luxury of trading.
Oh,
Misses the nade.
Didn't look like it hit that ledge, but it bounced away. Getting the sniper, maybe? Yes.
There it is. In the hands of Reality.
Goes
No, immediately goes down. That was Boise State getting set up to go far and away here.
Oh.
Ooh. That felt dirty. Just drop and immediately gets the elimination.
Little bit of bait there for someone to come by. Everyone knew where that sniper was and wanted it. Gets the drop wall here. Could put it to some good use in this open field. Reality gets one shot on him. Oh, unfortunately not able to get the rest, but it looks like Mortar will pick up the kill in return.
Boise State is still in
Was that the
the
sniper
lead.
rifle? Yes, that was the sniper rifle.
We need to get that trade because Kentucky is closing the lead, 27-28. Boise State needs to do a little bit more than trade here if we want a comfortable victory.
Oh, that's the overshields being picked up for the side of Kentucky. Unfortunately, it doesn't help them much.
Lots of trades coming
Calvin
out for
gets
both
one.
teams.
Looks like
Kentucky's taking the lead.
Kentucky will come out just barely ahead on that trade. 3 for 2, I believe. Mortar's got the noob combo ready. Looking for it.
He's looking. He hasn't found anything just yet. Needs a team member to ping him and show him where Kentucky's at so he can just let loose that charge.
Mortar gets one. Mortar gets
Even.
2. Unfortunately, doesn't get the third. Looks like Reality will make
Even
sure to
again?
pick up that third.
And it looks like both teams are even again. Wow! Mortar's calling all of them out. It looks like Boise State now knows where the enemy is as they're looking to joint push in there and take the lead again.
Ooh, just chasing them down, looking for them. All these slides. Oh.
Ooh!
I don't know if it was a visual bug, but it didn't look like they were charging the pistol there.
And it looks like as we go around, the members of Boise State are all grouped up together. Reality needs a little bit of help. Nope, it's just going to get the elimination themselves there.
One shot on the sniper, but for Reality, that's not an issue.
Absolutely correct. This is our MVP for Boise State, someone you can trust to always hit those sniper rifle shots.
Wow, all members of Kentucky just hiding in this tower.
Yeah, and that's really difficult for Boise State to push because not only do they have the high ground, but they have all their members there. So it looks like Boise State is going for a group push.
Calvin with the sneaky repulse
Nice.
to get up there.
First elimination down. That's first elimination for both teams. Calvin is Sneak is the name of his game right now. Boise State still in the lead, 44-39.
Mortar gets the overshields. Only need 5 more kills to secure this win compared to the 11 for Kentucky. So if they trade 1 for 1 5 times, that's gonna just result in a BSU win. Oh, unfortunately doesn't get the headshot there.
Not quite, but knows he's weak, and the members of Boise State are in hot pursuit as Stealthy Llama's going to go down.
Calvin with 1 with the sniper rifle here. Just gonna be chilling. We got another one going down for Boise State here.
Ooh,
Zeke.
they know he's there. Zeke, no! Aw, couldn't even take one with him there. But the members of Boise State, the rest of them are taking him down at this point. Kentucky, they're
One
just
more
fighting
kill
not to be
needed
the
for
winning
Boise
kill.
State. That's all it's going to take. It looks like Kentucky is just trying to play defensive here because anyone out of position is going to
Everybody's
get
trying
collapsed on.
not to be the
Oh.
winning kill, and it looks like Boise
Mortar
State's
gets
going to
it.
go ahead and get that. That is Boise State up 1, 3 to Kentucky's 2 in our best of 7. What can Boise State do to keep this going? Because at this point, we win next map, and we win the ECAC Halo Grand Finals.
Yeah. It depends on the game mode. I don't know how it works because this is our first best of 7 with this, but I think game mode can be a pretty big deciding factor here. Especially like going to either strongholds or capture a flag could be a little questionable. Boise State's definitely kind of learned a bit, you know, from those last 2 times and can adapt to it. But all right.
And before we get back into this match, we are going to give the players a little bit of a break. And after this break, we also have our Pro of the Year. Our awards are not done yet, and neither is this ECAC Halo match. And we'll get right back to that after the break.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
Hello and welcome back to the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena, where we have ECAC Halo Grandfinals, Boise State versus the University of Kentucky. Boise State is up. They just need to win this final match, which we're told will be Capture the Flag Aquarius. We're a little nervous about revisiting this one, but it was super close until the very end. So we believe here at Boise State that our members can pick this up. We also still have the final Pro of the Year of our awards ceremony. I'm still your host, Colby D'Angelo Alloway, and here to help me call all of the action is Hayden Vagar Dalton. And with that, we are going to get right into our final award, which is Pro of the Year. These are some of the professionals. This is the only non-student award Boise State has tonight, right? Everybody else has been students. We have our MVP right here. And these are the professionals that have really helped shape Boise State into what they are right now. These are professionals that have come in and helped Boise State when we need it. And Pro of the Year, Jacob Jem Palmer will end up being our Pro of the Year. He is a graduated student, and this place does not run without Jacob Jem. As a caster is his most notable role, but he also does a lot on desk, back behind the scenes, helps this stream run. Boise State would not be what it is today without Jacob Jem Palmer.
Oh, wow. And just going right into things this time. Already got huge fight in the mid area. Zeke will go down, but it looks like we'll trade one right back. Mortar going down. The thrusters can only get him so far. Unfortunately, there was two of them there as well.
What does Boise State want to do to stop this from ending like it did last time?
They just need to win some solid team fights without
trading.
Yes. Because that's the problem. Like, both teams just back and forth. Like, they get some good team fights, but both teams lose too many members to
really
give a good push after that. It's just like, okay, we fight, we reconvene, and then we fight again, and it just keeps clashing. Every once in a while, something different happens, but not enough to really go for a full-on push.
Do you think Boise State going for more of a defensive strategy would help them out here, like forcing Kentucky to come to them?
The main thing is you need to get that first cap of the flag.
Yeah.
To force them to like really take that aggressive stance.
Understandable.
Because if you win the fight, but it's on your side of the map, it doesn't really change too much other than make them
come back,
yeah. Because by the time you get there, you're usually going to fight them about mid-map, maybe like 2/3 of the way up, which could be an improvement, but it doesn't solve the overarching issue.
Boise State is currently up 1. Reality wins the duel. Not with who they were dueling, but with Noble that tried to sneak up.
Down. This is huge.
This is big for Boise State. The flag is in sight. It's in our grasp.
Zeke going down, but Reality with it. Is this an overkill?
Oh my gosh! Reality doing a phenomenal job. This is our Halo MVP player right now.
Oh, is this? Can we get a 5?
Oh no!
So
barely
close.
Misses it. But gave Boise State the opportunity to take the flag almost all the way back to base. Just have to clear this final high ground.
Oh no.
We'll be unable to do it. No. Somebody's got to get there. And it looks like Calvin D is going to get there. Get a little bit closer. But now the flag is no longer being returned. Boise State making a mad dash for this flag here.
Flag gets returned, sadly. They're so close.
You know what?
That amazing overkill by Reality.
Yes! And Reality did everything they could that push. It just was barely not enough for Boise State to get it back. Mere meters from capping.
Zeke gets 1.
Zeke gets 2.
That should be...
Flag return? Maybe?
Possibly. Zeke has
He's
to
thinking
cover.
about it.
Unfortunately, they do get the flag. It looks like... not much is going to come of it other than it is still down. Reality is looking for it. He's got the pulse carbine. Gets one. Looks like the flag will probably just be returned here. Oh,
Ooh!
it should still return automatically.
But
Gets the
reality
double.
has set them up for a really good push yet again.
Yeah, only 2 more members defending the flag. Unfortunately,
Reality's not
Doesn't
one of the
do quite
aggressors
enough.
anymore.
Zeke gets one.
Boise State has the flag.
Gonna get the flag out of here. Now they just gotta run interference for Calvin. Calvin's gonna be taking some shots, just keeps
From
running.
where? We don't know.
They do get our flag only enough just to make it so we can't cap theirs. Make us deal with one of them. Calvin gets the kill there. Took me a second, I thought that was Mortar.
Ooh! Gets the
Gets the
second.
kill. There's the first flag.
Yes! That is our first flag capture. Boise State is not about to repeat history and lose capture the flag on Aquarius. We want to win. And now Boise State has the benefit of having the defensive strat that we were talking about as an option.
Calvin sitting in their base, just kind of looking around,
Just chilling.
seeing what he can see. He's just going to take their flag. He's going to just walk in. Don't mind if I do, and just walk out with it.
And, you know, there's
Even
not...
if nothing comes of taking the flag, they have to bring it back.
And, you know, in this little enclosed doorway, I gotta say, Calvin's actually got a shot at full capping. His last hurdle will be this. If he wins this duel, he might have to go into open doorway. Oh, not quite.
I don't think that he expected the full push through. Oh, they have no shields, though, so Mortar...
Ooh, Mortar's gonna finish what Calvin started. Just has to win this high
another
ground duel
overkill.
and then gets it. And it looks like we do still have to wait a little bit for our members to return the flag. But with,
Killtacular, actually. That's 5.
wow, with Mortar. Mortar's on a rampage on the kill.
Wow.
Finally gonna capture that flag. Boise
5
State.
and a cap. I better see that in top 5.
Boise State wants this. Mortar more than anybody else right now with that Killtacular. I think that's the first one we've casted together.
I believe so. I thought the overkill was big, and then Mortar had to go and one-up it. Oh, unfortunately doesn't get the stick.
Boise State is
Off the
really just
shield.
on it right now. We do not want a repeat of this map. We want capture the flag on Aquarius tonight. And so far, we're 2-0 with 5 minutes and 58 seconds remaining. And it took them, last map, it took them about 4 minutes to capture the flag once.
Yeah, looking here, there's still about 5 minutes, 45 seconds on the clock.
Ooh.
If we can kind of just keep this aggression and always keep them at the very least on the back foot just to defend, like that'll buy Boise State a lot of time. It looks like Kentucky actually did get the active camo there. We saw Mortar looking for it. Calvin is just in their base, like just hanging
Ain't
out.
a problem, hanging around.
Just like, don't mind if I do. Unfortunately, gets found out and doesn't quite get the kill. Looks like Mortar is just gonna walk right in as well.
If Boise State can
Oh.
cause chaos, they have 2 flag captures themselves. They have a couple different strategies at their disposal, being in the lead. And one of them is absolutely just to cause chaos for Kentucky.
Ooh, pop their shield. There is 2 of them there. That could be very bad for Boise State. Looks like they're making a push, but it looks like Zeke on the high ground flank brings them down.
Mortar gets the final elimination and loses the sniper duel there.
Reality brings down a couple there. Just hiding in the corner. It looks like they aren't going to push him. It looks like Calvin got them to back off.
They don't have the
Calvin
members
gets
to push.
Good grenade there. Unfortunately goes down himself. They're still just like keeping Kentucky.
At bay.
Yeah, well, they're in their base and constantly just forcing them to fight to defend their own flag, let alone try and take Boise State's.
So we talked about maybe the defensive strategy being viable. Boise State is not going for that. They're going for the all-out aggression. Offense is the best defense, as Mortar's going to take that flag and run with it, forcing Kentucky to make a decision.
Yeah, looks like
Ooh.
Boise State did lose their own flag here, so this could result in a point. Zeke has the high ground here.
Zeke's got to win this duel to take the flag back.
Nice, gets that one. Oh, unfortunately, they didn't actually grab the flag. You see them, like, run toward it. I don't think they walked too far before they tried to grab it. And we're just going to walk out with their flag while returning ours.
Just so close there on Boise State. Feels a little bit like a clutch there. Zeke is going to win that duel, putting Boise State in a great position. And Boise State has the camo.
Oh, is this going to be a third point for Boise State?
Ooh, it sure is. You bet your buns, Vagar.
Oh, my goodness. We got 3 caps here. Now, with 3 minutes on the clock, that if Kentucky wants to tie us up, that's 3 one-minute flag captures.
And even Boise State hasn't been doing that against Kentucky. So Kentucky has an almost impossible task here ahead with 3 flag capture. Boise State just needs to keep up the aggression, and we can take this home.
Yeah, just looking for these cross the map. Oh, reality, that was in their base. I thought we were in ours for a second. I was like, oh, by the way.
Why would we be in our own base right now, Vagar?
When we can hang out in theirs.
It's such a cooler place. I mean, the flag's there. You can just grab it.
Just gonna be tossing it along. Just walking right across. They're chasing, but
they're chasing, but they can't capitalize so far because Calvin D's been in the room. Oh no! Like literally, feet just gets taken out. Hopefully, somebody from Boise State will be able to.
Yeah, it looks like they will pick it up. Reality just nudges it like 1 inch further onto the flag site. And with that, it's looking like Boise State only needs 1 more flag just to straight up win here, let alone run out the clock.
We were talking about 1 flag cap per minute, and Boise State just did that.
Boise State's taking that advice here.
And, you know, I mean, Boise State's who we want to win, so we want them to take that.
Bringing down 1 in their base. Unfortunately, both of them go down. Mortar, excuse me, has the active camo, just kind of walking through, seeing what he can find.
Running around, causing chaos, getting eliminations. That's the name of the game right now. They don't know where he's at. Ooh, gets
Looks like Kentucky will take our flag here, but we take theirs right back. Oh, they bump into each other there like, excuse me.
Excuse me, invisible friend, how are you today?
And just like that, both flags aren't even in their bases at this point. They're just
in the middle.
Chilling in the middle of the map. Oh, gets the guy they weren't even aiming at. Pick up their flag and return ours in the same move. Oh, unfortunately, gets hit in the back. And while all this is going on, no one's actually capping.
It's just become a bloodbath, and with 48 seconds remaining and Kentucky having 4 flag captures to even tie, Boise State can afford this.
Yeah, Kentucky does get the point, but you know, they need 3 more.
They need 3 more in 30 seconds. That is 1 flag cap every 10 seconds, and Boise State is not going to allow that to happen.
Yeah, I believe that might just be game here, because even if they do grab the flag, putting it in sudden death would only get them 1 more point, so it wouldn't even be possible. It looks like they're going to try for 1 last take, but I don't think they can. Getting some good kills there, though.
Oh. I mean, at this point, Calvin D is still here, and 1 member is enough to stall you for at least a couple seconds.
And just like that, Boise State takes it all.
Boise State is now the winner of our ECAC.
Oh.
You see everybody hugging. Boise State won. Capture the flag on Aquarius, really bringing it back and coming through for everybody in arena tonight, doing a fantastic job and getting this victory against the University of Kentucky in the grand finals of ECAC Halo. That is Boise State as your winner. Final thoughts on that match as we see it was super close, 4-2.
Yeah, that was definitely by far their hardest match of the series.
Yeah.
But you could tell they definitely, especially with Aquarius, they learned what they needed to and adapted correctly. That Aquarius was night and day different from the first capture flag we had.
Boise State just sat back during the break and was like, we're going to reset and we're going to take Aquarius because it was so much closer before, but this felt like it wasn't even a contest. And then there was a point where Kentucky, before the match was even over, couldn't win, and it wasn't that back and forth. Boise State really brought it out tonight. Is there anybody that you'd like to highlight for the player of the game?
Sadly, I can only nominate one, so I'm probably have to give it to Mortar here, but both him and Reality just insane. Like, I think,
Well?
yep, there's, oh, this is, who's the player? So we got Reality here. Ooh, this is going to be a tough one. I'm going to say Mortar is going to be one of the other ones, and then between Calvin and Zeke, they both played very well.
I'm going to commit to Reality as the player of the game here. They were also the MVP of the Halo matchup for tonight, so it seems fitting just to kind of like sweep the awards
this
here.
One, yes, where it was like, okay, I'm just going to toss the ball and try and find them, just throw it away so they don't take it, and he just takes both of them down anyway.
Yep. And the ICCU player of the game is brought to you by Idaho Central Credit Union, who believes a great player makes a team more successful, just like Idaho Central's helping members achieve financial success. Reality is the Idaho Central Credit Union player of the game and also the MVP.
Let's see it. Going back to it. All right.
And what final thought, because that was the end of the ECAC tournament, and actually our
Here's
first...
yeah.
No.
That was to guess who's the player of the game.
It's
and it is
still reality. We're still on Reality here, and just like we were talking about, they had a number of huge plays. Strongholds, I think, was one of the weaker maps for Boise State, but just they brought it back on every other map. So it felt like this one was just kind of their off one, but even then, Reality was still popping off, winning the 2v1s repeatedly, especially on this high ground. Reality was a menace.
Yeah, for sure. I think Stronghold is probably the hardest game mode I've seen, or the mode I've seen Boise State struggle with the most, and even then they do such a phenomenal job on here. Usually if it's a little bit closer than some of them, but it's always like a good match at the end of the day.
And Reality is your ICCU player of the game. Final thoughts on the award ceremony from Production's own MVP.
Oh, man, it was just phenomenal. Having the arena just filled with everyone here,
yeah.
Like, you never see it, like, with everyone here. You see a few teams and stuff, but it's really cool to just see everyone actually show up and celebrate this together.
For all of the awards. And again, these are student awards. People like Vagar winning these that were voted on by their peers. These are the real people that you can trust here, and you can trust Boise State to win the ECAC Halo Grandfinals. The overall feeling of tonight was amazing, and we are going to close out with our top 5 plays of the game, which are presented to you by the Idaho Army National Guard, who invites you to take your impressive critical thinking skills into real time. With more than 10 jobs offering a $20,000 bonus and your degree of choice paid for, the Idaho Army National Guard is the best team out there. From all of us here at Boise State, the arena is now clear. Tonight was a great night. Thank you for joining us, and have a good night.